We are in Western North Carolina. If you guys don't know, this area got absolutely devastated with the latest hurricane. There's roads that are completely gone. The interstate's gone. Many roads in and out of different counties here are just completely washed away. People's homes are washed away. Unfortunately, some with people in them. So this area is just got completely pounded by that storm, and many folks trapped. We started Friday evening trying to get folks access, in and out of their homes, trees off of their homes so they can get in and out, tarpon houses. Another storm coming up this weekend, so we're trying to protect any further damage. Our full crew came in over the weekend to try to help get some of this stuff done, but we're going to have a heavy crew come in tomorrow as well, starting beginning of the week, to try to put roads back, retaining walls where homes are starting to slide and shift and move with the mountains moving. Lots and lots of craziness going on. We need lots of help to help do a lot of this stuff. This is extremely dangerous work, and we need some experienced help to come out and help with some of the storm cleanup, some of the tree removal, again, putting roads back, retaining walls, stuff like that. If you're in a position where you can help, reach out to us. If you're not, you don't have the skill set, there's tons and tons of folks that are trying to take up money to help these people in this area. There's people that are going to have no power for literally months. We talked to some Duke guys earlier, and they're saying at least 6 weeks in the area that we're in McDowell County, which didn't even get impacted nowhere near like Boone and Asheville. So infrastructures are just completely gone, and they're going to be without power or water. So we need all that stuff imported in. Right now, as a regular civilian, you can't just come and help and bring water. So like the National Guard's here, they're shipping in truckloads of water. Again, many of these areas you literally can't get to, so they're helicoptering stuff in. So, do what you can, reach out to different areas and see what you can do to help. Appreciate you guys.
Gnarly, for sure.
Split open the whole roof up there.
Yeah. These log cabins take it the worst because they're solid, they don't have no give.
There are 3 trees. This is just the big one. There's another sizable one right past it. If you go up under, you can see it. And then there's a littler one.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore.
There's a tree on the back of the house.
I seen it. All right.
Yeah.
Come up there next.
It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, lay these guns on the ground. I can't shoot them anymore.
Out 40 to Hickory, down 321 to 85 to 26 back up.
Yeah.
That's the only way out of Asheville right now.
Crazy. I just feel bad for all those people like Black Mountain, Old Fort, all that.
It's terrible.
It's bad.
Have you been to Old Fort?
Before? Yeah.
I mean, since
Oh no.
there's like whole mobile home trailers that have like washed
Relocated?
down the Catawba and hit the bridge and like just
Really?
stuck there.
It's terrible, I'm sure.
All Main Street's washed out, like where Hillman's and stuff is.
Really?
Like that bridge right there washed out. So
Did it?
we're regularly doing tons of storm work. Any of the storms come through, and this is by
It's
far.
windy.
This
That's
is
why
by
I
far
said
the worst
why.
I've seen.
All I can think is it was the wind and the water that got this one. We had water just pouring to the side of our house. Like we had flooding into this floor, it went down to the 3rd floor.
That long black cloud is coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
I mean, I've got 30 plus of my customers over that way that I can't get to right now.
Understood. Yep.
Let me take your information down. Bear with me for just a second. I'm driving to one right now.
Okay.
Tree on the house or driveway?
It's on the house. Yeah, we had 2 of them down. I took care of one of them yesterday. Others a large, like a white oak, leaning, across the top of the house.
All right.
I can text pictures.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Please do. That way there I know exactly what equipment I need when I get there.
I feel like it would probably need a crane or gotta come off in like really small sections.
Yeah. Okay. And then are we just piling the debris on site for now?
If that was gonna be quicker for y'all and like more of a chance, then yes, that's fine. Otherwise, I mean, we'd probably prefer to have it hauled off or mulched, but
okay. Well, we can probably bring a chipper with us and blow all the mulch. And then what we've been doing, man, is just getting people in and out of their homes and getting homes tarped, and then we'll make another round to come and do cleanup after, you know. But we can bring a chipper with us also to.
Yeah, we spent all day yesterday getting one out of the front of the garage so we could get out. But yeah, we're filing a claim, so I'm sure whatever's gonna be the quickest for us is fine. So
okay, perfect. What we're thinking is we're gonna give it another day or two, wrap up some of the stuff down here, and then there is a way. It's a long way. We have to go down to Hickory, down 321, up 85 and 26, and up that way. So we're gonna give it another day or two to try to make sure everyone down here is, can get in and out, and then we're gonna come that way.
Where are y'all based out of?
We're in Marion, but we have crews that work over there usually every day. But I got them out of there before this storm came. So once we get back there, we're gonna have to stay there. So we're just kind of being hesitant to get mobilized back up that way. You know.
Understood. Okay, well, I appreciate you picking up, and I'll take some photos here. Yep,
and service down here, I don't even know how I have it right now, but we haven't had cell phone service for days. It's very, very spotty. If you can't get a hold of me for some reason, that's why. But if you shoot me a text, I'll respond as soon as I do have service.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you, man. See ya.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, well, let's just pile in the brush for now and come back somewhere later.
Yeah.
You are calling on insurance?
I've left them 3 messages, but nobody's there to answer the phone.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure it'll be a while. We'll just get started on it when we get a claim number. We'll work with them.
Okay.
This is the third time they've set this ladder up back there.
Knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Oh, there ain't even no weight on the house no more, is there?
And knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
I'm gonna bring this up to the road until I get turned around up there.
Okay.
We're gonna cut all this mess down. It's been like this, and nobody's coming to get it up out of the road, so we're gonna have to cut it. If you back up just a little bit, keep anybody else from coming up under it, I'll cut it down right here.
We're stopped here for a reason, bud. What's the problem with America? Drive a fucking Prius. I mean, while y'all are here, there's one more behind us that's fairly low. Like I said, the machine got down to here, but if a lineman truck comes, they're not getting under it. Thanks. Go on, Prius. Y'all be safe.
Well, we got hammered pretty well here, but I guess other places are worse. That's what the pavilion used to be.
The river comes through here?
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if it got up this high.
Oh my goodness, it was.
Oh hell, there's the.
Everything was underwater. Everything. It probably rose 18, 20 feet. It's very kind of you, John, to shoot down here.
For sure, man. For sure. We're spread as thin as can be.
I bet you are. We had a pump shack there. It's gone. Fence rows after fence rows. They got trees down there. A big old tree fell on the pavilion. The horse barn, the water was almost 7 foot going through the barn, and the barn didn't move.
Really?
Yeah, all this we're on was completely underwater.
Yeah.
The river was probably at one point a half a mile wide here.
Yeah, this has been insane, man. This is the worst I've ever seen. Man, it's gonna take a year or more for folks to get back to even what you might start to consider normal, you know?
Oh my, well look at, I mean like Asheville and Chimney Rock, man.
It'll
Chimney
never be
Rock
the
is
same.
gone.
Yeah, gone.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I guess Boone's got hit really, really bad. Like FEMA's up there now.
And I mean, honestly, I look at my house and I don't think it's going anywhere, John, but I sure would like your opinion.
For sure.
It's had me sick.
You see any cracks or anything inside on the sheet?
No, I fortunately I have superior walls,
Oh, okay.
and they compact it
Uh-huh.
to their standards. So they compacted about 4 feet out from the house,
Uh-huh.
and most of that stayed intact.
Yeah, I could see where the little bit of river rock and stuff on the side was still there.
Yep. So what are you guys doing mostly? Getting trees out, or?
Trees off houses and driveways just so people can get in and out right now.
Yeah, I bet. But that's what we got. Let me go around back. I can show you a little different view.
Yeah, I need to try to refresh my memory of exactly where those leach lines are at too.
This thing held up crazy good.
This all looks really good.
Yeah, man, it's held up well. Y'all did good. I mean, this is probably the worst because see, we don't have that compaction back here.
Right.
This is all just fill. The leach field starts right about there.
Freaking wet too, isn't it?
It is. It's
really wet.
well, you know, he filled it with all this useless loamy soil,
Yeah.
and it never compacts.
Yeah, it's very sandy.
It's ridiculous. If you stood in that stuff, you'd sink up to your
Yeah.
knees. Yeah, and the spouting behind you broke. It just pulled the spouting right apart. Yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to get another hell of a storm this weekend.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Another tornado.
what?
Yeah. Apparently there's two more right in line. It won't be nearly as bad as this, but we don't need nothing else on top of what we got.
No.
How long is this house from that gutter to this gutter? 72.
72 feet might be about right. I haven't called anybody else because you're about the only guy I trust to do this.
I appreciate that, man.
I recommend you to everybody.
I know. I still have folks call me and say that you recommended it. I appreciate that, guy.
I had a small business, I get it. John, if you don't think it's, imminent danger, you can come back here in a week if that's what's better for you.
I do feel great that this shelf is consistent.
Yeah. Good. Okay, cool.
That makes me feel really, really good. I don't love how wet this soil is because I don't know how far back that wetness goes, which means, whatever is this wet, it's very, very soft. If that's as compacted as it looks, it's not going to hold water like this loomy. The problem is there's nothing here to hold what you do have compacted.
Right, that's what worries me.
So essentially what we need to do is replace this whole shelf with a retaining wall. Because it doesn't matter how much soil we were to put back in here, we can't get it to compact and hold.
So how far out would you put it, John?
What we would do versus going all the way down to that shelf, right, is we would come through here and we dig out a bench, 8 to 12 feet wide for the machine essentially to traverse, and we would just keep digging until we got to Virgin. We don't want to dig much past Virgin because every foot we dig past is every foot we got to come back up. Now, essentially, what you have here of this shelf, we need that shelf down at Virgin, and then we need to build a retaining wall back up, backfill it all with gravel. That way, this can never push out.
Right, I don't give a crap what happens below there.
Right, yeah, the hell with
Care
that.
less,
yeah.
the hell with it.
Overcut 2 feet into Virgin, so we're probably 16 feet to our,
Wow.
right? What do you think? That's about 16 feet high, straight up. You just made a square like that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
80 feet long. We need to extend just a little bit past 80 feet on the house, and then we need to
Come back here, another.
yeah, and then curve in. I mean, don't shoot me, Brad, but that's, that's 120 to 140.
You shitting me, John?
So what we
Oh my God.
on the lowest end of retaining wall cost is about $65 a square foot. So let's say the house is 80, we need to go, we really probably should be at 120 to 140 feet long. If, as we kind of curve, we got to curve both ends back in, right, to tie them and hold them. And then let's say that's on the worst case scenario, 16 feet tall, which we can come up 8 feet, step back, and come up another 8 feet, just so aesthetically you don't have a fucking 16-foot tall wall, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's just do the math real quick. Let's say 140 worst case times 16 worst case is 2240 times 65. That's 145.6.
Jesus.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what you can do at this point about it, man, but all started from, you know, this is here because whoever did the work.
Same guy that,
I know.
same dipshit that did all this other stuff.
I know, man. And I know that relationship ended badly, and I don't think that even if it ended great, they'd want to stand behind a fucking $150,000 repair.
No, the grader came and sued me.
What?
Yeah. Son of a gun tried to sue me.
For what?
Yeah, because my builder didn't pay him a couple times. And he came to my door, knocking on my door, saying, "You owe me like $14,000." I said, "Hey, you're out of your freaking mind."
Send them this bill. That ain't, but that's between the builder and him, not you. Shouldn't have been paid a fucking dollar for any of this work to begin with.
As far as the wall goes, we're just talking ugly concrete.
Yeah, yes and no. So we don't do a formed and poured wall. That could actually be much more expensive because of the labor. We're talking big 6 foot by 3 foot concrete blocks.
Yeah.
That stack.
Yeah.
Or we can do a 8 by 12 Vertilock block. Those are the $65 square foot, which is the cheapest end. Then you can get into more aesthetic but more expensive, you know, like a natural stone boulder wall. You're nowadays pushing $90 a square foot. That's now we're at 200 grand. You know, you can buy time. You know, we can hog dirt out, hog all this nasty shit out. If we can find really good clay, when we did your job, someone brought us really good clay. Remember that? If we could get some more of that, we could, you know, pack it in here, use the dozer and compact and, you know, roll it up and down, hydroseed the bank so something holds really quickly. But that's a Band-Aid, and it's a $30,000, $40,000 Band-Aid. There's no way for me to put what you need back solid without doing a retaining wall or swirl nails or something like that, you know what I mean? Swirl nails are going to be more than cheaper retaining wall.
Oh my gosh.
Chew the fat on this one for a little while, man. But not too long, because once that starts...
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull the triggers. I can't risk the house unsettling.
Settling. Yeah, that's the big thing here.
Oh my
I'm just relaying the news. Sorry. The next challenge you're gonna have is getting that much material right now.
How long you think?
2 to 3 weeks if we put the order in today. That's pre-hurricane. I'm sure everybody in the country is going to need retaining walls right now. So if y'all make a decision quickly, I would be calling them as soon as their service is back on. Let me run some numbers on the 4 foot shelf that's there that they compacted.
Mm-hmm.
If we just dug straight down from there, the 16 feet, so we're essentially cutting a big box out beside the house, and then we brought in good compactable clay and built back up, and essentially we're the 4 foot shelf that is all good compacted soil. We're now making like a 12 to 16 foot shelf that's good compacted soil.
Yeah.
And then we just put a slope in. Now that's going to mean clearing probably 30 or 50, 40 feet of that vegetation past the road down there.
I don't care.
But the dirt work may be much cheaper than having to buy all that material. You know, out of 140 grand, you're probably 90 to 100 is just that block. You know what I mean? So,
Really?
Yeah. Materials are fucking through the roof, and that's the block and gravel. You know, so.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, dude, everything is insane right now. So now that's going to be an enormous amount of dirt. So that's would be the next hurdle. Is I'll run the numbers to see what the dirt will cost to do that job, right? And then I can call around to see how I can get that much dirt. Damn thing's built pretty solid though, ain't it? It's still in one piece, huh?
Still in one piece.
Damn, that's pretty impressive. He put a bunch of fill dirt there and then put the house on top of it where the septic would have went. So they went to get CO when the house was completed, and you know, the inspector was like, well, you don't have your septic tank in yet. The homeowner at that point was basically just having to take the build over because the builder was sucking ass so bad. And he went to the builder and was like, hey, why don't we have our septic in? Anyway, I don't know exactly what happened with the grading contractor at that point, but he called me because we were building another house in there. We had to basically put the septic in below all that fill, and there's no way to get equipment on that slope and stuff, so we had to hand dig the entire septic system back down there. So that's another thing that we're gonna have to work around to do that retaining wall is that septic system's already in the ground. Exactly where we're gonna have to work. So.
I don't have any choice, but just let's pull the trigger. This is gonna kill me, but I don't have any choice, man.
All right, dude. I'll get a machine moved to you as early as I can. I'll call to see. I've got to get a permit to move the machine that size. I'll start calling about materials.
All right. Well, you have to go ahead for me. If you want me to sign something or you need a check, you got to have to let me know.
Let me catch my breath to sit in front of the computer, man. I'll have millions of invoices and stuff to start doing in the next couple days.
I'm sure you will.
Hell, we don't even have power, man, to start this part of it, but I'll get the wheels in motion for you. Actually, there's 2 little blocks that have power, so they have power, so they're selling gas, and the gas lines are 5 miles long. And
yeah.
I think in the next couple days it'll start coming online, but they're saying, in the rural areas, they're 5 or 6 weeks probably before they get power.
All right, man. Anything you can do to make it less painful is appreciated.
I'll do my best for sure, man.
Okay, thank you, John.
All right, brother, I'll see you. Well, that was faster than expected. He was definitely shook up for sure. Any revenue produced from this video, we're of course going to help the folks out in this area with to get supplies, power, stuff like that. So revenue is generated through liking, sharing, subscribing, but we're also going to have both link below and a button that you can click on to donate.